Today, we're getting a preview of World Vision's 2014 National Church Leaders Spring Forum. The theme, Shifting Stats, Shaking the Church. Dr. Don Moore is the National Church Ambassador with World Vision Canada, and he's also a keynote speaker. Bruxy Cavey's making the trip as well, author of best-selling End of Religion. He's also the teaching pastor of the Meeting House, one of the largest and most innovative churches in Canada. Bruxy, you'll be speaking as well. Interesting combination. Do you know this man taught me principles of teaching at Briarcrest Bible College?
Amazing, eh?
A century ago or so. Okay, do you do this every year, this forum?
You know, the forum we do every year, Maury. We've done it for 7 years now. And the purpose of it is basically to give back to the church. Literally, thousands of Canadians support children and our development work overseas. And we look for opportunities to give back to the church, out of which those people, many of those people attend or come from. And so we choose a topic each year that's a hot button for pastors, and we say, what can we do by way of bringing some knowledge specialists, people like Bruxy, into the picture who can inform, educate, inspire, and engage us in the conversations that are essential around the important topics.
Of course, the overall goal is to encourage them in their role.
Right. Exactly.
And, you're doing it, Bruxy, as a church leader.
I just found out I'm a knowledge specialist. I like that. I like that. I want that on a name tag. That's good. Yeah.
So wonderfully, one of the reasons we're so excited is this does go right across the country, starting next Tuesday in Saskatoon.
That's right.
Who should be coming?
Pastors, lay leaders in the church. Our purpose is to do simply three things. First is to spark awareness of what's happening, the changes that are happening in the landscape of Canada. The second is to start conversations between leaders in these cities. And finally, to stimulate thinking through Bruxy. So I'll begin by opening the Shifting Stats, talking about all these changes in Canada's landscape. And then Bruxy will come along after we've done some roundtable discussions on those stats. And he's going to say, you know, from my perspective, this is what I think God's saying about all those stats. If Jesus were here, here's what he would say about those stats and what he wants us as a church to do.
Now, I have to admit, Bruxy, from my point of view, this the title's a little ominous. You know, the Shifting Stats. I know they're not happy stats. We're going to look at them in a moment, but I just want to pull a moment from your church service yesterday, and I really loved the T-shirt. Okay, and now this is my amateur picture of Bruxy at the helm. This very cool new thing you're doing where you can circle on your iPad and then it comes up on the screen. But the T-shirt was too cute. It says, you want to tell me what it says?
Yeah, sure. It says, warning, we are all infected.
And underneath it says, The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Not that we're zombies, but we do need to submit to the Father of our spirits and live. Yeah. And that's a great take on something that's very culturally relevant.
Yeah, very
That's
much
something you live to be and to do.
Yeah.
How are you approaching this? I'm going to call it an encouragement mission across the country.
Absolutely. We want to be rooted in reality, and the stats help us get a glimpse of reality. And by the way, this guy's stats, he's done his homework, and it's amazing. That side of my brain shriveled up years ago. I couldn't do that, but it's amazing to see the fruitfulness of that kind of research, and then to say, all right, we don't want to be in denial. We're rooted in reality. And as we do that, we realize that the reality of where Canada is and is headed has many more points of parallel with the early church context. The early church was a minority movement within a milieu of various religions. Now, the religions back then may have been different than the dominant religions now, but you had a variety of religions, many of them very hostile to Christianity. And